Don't worry. We're all okay. And we're gonna do this fucking stream, okay? Everybody, stop worrying! Jeez! Yeah, it's a couple minutes late, okay? Jeez. Oh, I see some of y'all trying to gamble. I see some of y'all trying, but we're on it today. We're on it today. No gambling for you. No. Couple of minutes. Is it about 10 minutes? Ah, fuck. Okay, look, it was about 10 minutes. Look, here's what happened, okay? Everybody calm down. Calm down. Look, we got some stuff to talk about, okay? First thing, so the reason that I was a little bit late is because I was doing some finishing touches on the Warhammer channel, which you should all go subscribe to. We had over 420 subscribers already on the channel. That's pretty cool. But the first video for the Warhammer channel is going to go up today. It's technically up right now, but at the end of this stream, I'll make it public so that you guys can all go check it out. So if you're interested in the Warhammer channel and my crazy journey into that hobby, go check out the channel. The best way to find it is at Warhammer Explained. If you go into your search bar and you type in at Warhammer Explained, you will find the Warhammer channel. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool, man. I'm actually really excited, not only for this first video, but the next couple of videos are really cool as well. And been having a good time building that channel and thinking about the content. And I absolutely love Warhammer. So that's really cool. Now, the next thing we got to talk about that's kind of unfortunate. YouTube, doing YouTube things. Guys, the Prime streams and the Prime stuff is gone. It's done. We had a really cool last Prime stream on Friday, and it was really fun. But here's the problem. I went to go kill the Prime stream, and YouTube gave me a message saying, if I do this, you guys will lose your memberships. So I need you all. I know, it's so stupid. I need you all to literally change your membership. It's so ridiculous. You're going to have to... I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. You guys have to change your membership to the regular membership. And I'm going to just try to remind as many people as I can throughout this month and get people over there. If I get enough people to move, then I can kill it and I won't feel bad. But I don't want you guys to like lose your badges and shit like that, you know? So try it, and I'll be paying attention too. Hit me up in the Discord if something's crazy, if it's not working, etc., etc. Let me know. And we'll try to figure it out together. But yeah, I didn't feel right about it. And also, I was told many different things about this bullcrap. So, again, change your membership to the regular membership. That shit, it's not there anymore. It is there, but it's not there. Okay? Jeez. Okay. Let me think. What else? As far as show notes go for the week, I will say I would love to... well, we're going to do a Nerdventure stream tomorrow. And then on... Is tomorrow the 1st of the month? Dude, we could probably do the $200 GameStop gift card giveaway tomorrow for the Nerdventure stream. That would be kind of lit. So, if you didn't know, each month we give away a $200 GameStop gift card to a lucky member. And it'll be the 1st of the month, so we'll do that tomorrow. Maybe we'll just do that on the Nerdventure stream. But, more importantly, Friday night, I would like to do a Diamond Lounge stream. This is for members that are 6 months and over. It's a pretty cool little stream. We have a couple drinks, have a couple smokes, so we just kind of talk shit about the plebs. In all seriousness, always a good time, and we're long overdue. You know, I've had a lot of stuff going on over the past couple of weeks, so let's have a Diamond Lounge stream this Friday. I'm thinking around 7. Thinking around 7 p.m. We all get into the lounge. We go for about an hour and a half until I get right up to that line of like saying some shit that'll get me canceled, and then we get out of there. So come on by for that. Those are always good streams. Other than that, I don't think there's much else to go over as far as show notes are concerned. Hope you all had a good weekend. Of course, the talk of the town and what we're going to get into in today's stream is the new Loki trailer. A lot of look, it's interesting because they dropped the poster on Friday, and the poster's cool, man. You know, like I like the poster. I even like the poster they dropped today, and I'm excited about Loki, but it does feel a little bit, just a little bit, like we're trying to make people forget about Secret Invasion or what just happened with Secret Invasion and the Rotten Tomato scores, etc., etc. So, I think for me, guys, just end the Prime and we'll re-up. It won't lose the badge. Are you 100% sure about that? Because I thought that was the case. It looks like a bunch of people are... How do I downgrade membership? It does it... No, you'll have to do it in the back end. It looks like some people are doing it. Cool. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'll at least try to remind people for a couple of weeks and then I'll kill it. We won't lose badges. Okay, cool. Are you 100% sure about that? Okay, if we won't lose badges, I'll kill it. I don't know if I can trust you guys. Hey, we'll anyways, we'll talk about that later. It's not important. What's the new channel name? At Warhammer Explained. Okay, cool. Well, it looks like a lot of people are doing it anyway, so they're getting their new membership. It's all good. The one gamble to rule them all. Jesus Christ. It's like your membership lapses. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Well, then, yeah, we can do that then. I'll do that later today. Never mind. That'll be great, because I don't want to have to talk about that shit for a whole month. Cool. Okay, so first question for the class. I'm genuinely curious, and before I kind of get into breaking it down and giving you my thoughts on the trailer, I would really like to know what you guys think of the trailer, and, you know, also what people on Twitter are saying about the trailer, so we can sort of pull that up and check out what people are saying, how the reactions are online. Super curious, though. What did you guys think of it? 8 out of 10. Loved it. Mid. Loved it. Haven't seen it. Show it. I definitely will, Dawn. Just had my birthday weekend. 30. Sheesh. Dang, dude, you old. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 10. Yeah, okay. Okay. A lot of y'all haven't seen it yet. Okay, well, let's watch that then. Let's do that. Give me a second here. Let me get it pulled up. We'll watch it together. And then we'll give our thoughts. Hang on now. Okay. Pause that. Give me just a moment here. I gotta get this shit going. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Here we go. Let's let this trailer wash over us and see how we feel about it.
Obi? Hello? We have a little bit of a situation we wanted to run by you.
Tobias! Wow! Great to see you again!
That's what's been happening.
Wow! Time slipping.
Wait, you know that?
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No. It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
Yeah.
It
looks cool.
Pulled through time between the past and the present.
Hello?
If what I saw is true, there's nothing to stand between this world and utter destruction.
Only one way to find out. Little good old-fashioned legwork. Listen, we have different styles. You're a man of action, which is fine. I take a more slow, deliberate, cerebral approach.
It's really goodbye.
It's up to us to save this place.
Is this cracked?
Whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods. But
Make the hard choice.
It's him.
You better run!
War is on its way. Come on, you're the god of mischief. Always have been. Always will be.
A little over the top, don't you think? I thought it was spot on.
Ooh. Damn. Wow. What do you guys think of that? I mean, it's kind of cool, huh? What do you think? Why is nobody talking about John Krasinski? What the hell do you mean by that? What do you mean talking about John Krasinski? What did he do? What did John Krasinski do? I'll be honest with you guys, okay? I'll be 100% honest with you. The first time I watched this trailer, I watched it on Twitter. I was like I wasn't like blown away. But watching it this time, especially like with the headphones on, I think the sound is fucking pretty good. More hyped, more cool, and I am genuinely excited about the show. I think though the problem is, man, it's less about this show. And it's more about like where Marvel is at in general, because I'm kind of the mind, and I've watched a lot of discussion, over the weekend and just in general when it comes to Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion, definitely still a lot of people talking about it. I'm of the mind, and I wonder what you guys think, but I think that Secret Invasion was not as bad as people are saying. Like, I don't like the show. Like, don't get it twisted, right? Like, I don't like the show. But this, like, 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, 8% for the finale? Like, I don't know about that. Like, what? And then, like, a lot of people really don't like the show. And you have, like, the director coming out and kind of saying, in my opinion, some pretty whack stuff and, fanning the flames a little bit. But the reality is, like, I think Secret Invasion is the victim of a little bit of just MCU fatigue and sort of the changing expectation of the audience, due to the content, right? It's not even the show's fault that people hate it the way that they do. It's more like where the MCU is at and feeling like we're being strung along and feeling like nothing really matters anymore and feeling like, what the hell is happening, And that is all applied onto Secret Invasion, and I wonder for how many people is that applying to Loki as well, because this is a pretty good trailer. It's pretty effective. There's a ton of stuff to get into as far as like breaking it down and kind of like looking into it, but at the end of the day, there's still that big elephant in the room when it comes to Marvel, and you just wonder how much that will affect the discourse, how much that will affect the viewership. I think Marvel would really, like, I don't know about y'all, right? But I've seen some people online doing that thing that Star Wars fans have been doing for a while, where they're like, oh man, if they botch this one, I'm out for real. Do you know what I mean? Has anybody else seen any posts like that? Ask Donald Glover. Yeah, I will. I will ask Donald Glover about that, yeah. Yeah. Now, what does the show need and what does Marvel need? I mean, they need this shit to slap, bro. They need this thing to be really cool, to give us an explanation of what's going on with the multiverse, to set some cool stuff up, including Deadpool 3. And I think the show is going to benefit from the fact that it is going to connect to Deadpool 3. Okay. Now, let's get in and let's actually break this down. And I'm going to try to be as spoiler-free as I possibly can. I'm going to do a video that is basically going to be all about how the leaks explain what is going on, okay? Because everything in the leaks is confirmed in this trailer. So I'm trying not to spoil, but I do want to talk about like some of the things that are actually going on in this trailer. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, y'all? Okay, so let's begin. This character here, OB, real name, Aura Borealis, I believe. This is a character that creates technology and fixes things for the TVA. And the whole time slipping thing, which, by the way, y'all remember when we saw there were set photos and videos of Loki, Tom Hiddleston, like going crazy and doing like a super weird dance. Y'all remember that? And people were like, "Oh my god, no." Oh, it's not. No, it's Ouroboros. Did I say Aurora Borealis? Did I really fucking say that? Whew. Sweetheart, if you're watching, I will probably need another cup of coffee. It's Ouroboros, the lizard, the snake that eats itself. Can we wake up a little bit? Holy shit. Okay. Did I really say Aurora Borealis? God damn! Okay, anyway. When we saw Tom Hiddleston doing the funky chicken dance, this was what they were shooting that for. And I gotta say, they made that shit look fucking awesome. Like, it looks weird, grotesque. They did like a weird crank thing to probably like a crazy over crank or something to get it to look all weird in frame. And I like the visual effects for it quite a bit. Now, a lot of people have pointed out that this is a lot like the glitching from Across the Spider-Verse. And I agree with that. I do think that's probably in principle similar. I don't know that it's the exact same thing. Maybe this is just the live action version of that. But what is said here in the trailer is quite interesting. Because what's happening is Loki is time displaced. Loki is glitching. And yet, that's not supposed to be possible in the actual TVA. The TVA is supposed to exist outside of time. And therefore, the sort of time glitching stuff should not be happening. So I think one of the big reveals of the trailer, and I hope, right, by the way, that the show's going to explain to us what is going on with the TVA and what's actually going on with the multiverse right now. Because I can think of a couple of different explanations off the top of my head. I wonder if you guys have any explanations. But I think that, like... So one of my big running theories here is that the sacred timeline was really an isolated timeline. It's not actually the first universe. It's not actually the only universe. And even when we see it in the TVA of Loki Season 1, I believe what has happened is that He Who Remains took that universe and isolated it away from the rest of the multiverse. And I don't know if what we're seeing here is because Loki may actually be a being from the actual sacred timeline that was put back in time from that point by Sylvie. He may be trapped in between like actual timelines that branch off of 616, so that essentially even the TVA within the new multiverse is not outside of space-time for the first, or that big like loop back go through. Okay? And if you're confused as fuck, that's okay. That's normal, and I kind of am too, and I hope that the show explains it. Like, I hope the show doesn't just say, "Oh, I wonder what that was." Like, I'd actually like an explanation as to like what's going on and how this is all fitting together when it comes to the multiverse. Regardless of all that, though, it looks really freaking cool. And also, I should say, I mean, slight spoilers, but this shit isn't going to last very long. They're going to figure it out. They're going to get him something essentially very similar to the bands from Across the Spider-Verse. They're going to figure this shit out pretty quick. And then they're going to go figure out what's going on with the multiverse. Like, the trailer sort of leads you to believe that Mobius is then going to have to go all over time to try to find Loki because he's time slipping. Nah, that shit ain't happening. Like, that's gonna get done pretty quick. And I like the, like, cheekiness. Like, the thing is, Loki has a vibe, right? Like, the Loki series itself has a very interesting vibe, and a lot of that's carried over into this season. It's very Rick and Morty. It's very quirky. I suppose you could maybe make the argument that at a time when a lot of the, you know, sort of cheekiness of Marvel is not landing as much, and, you know, you look at, like, Quantumania and the Rick and Mortiness of it, I do just wonder if there's going to be a section of the fan base that doesn't find Loki as charming, the show, this time around as compared to before. Again, a lot of the peripheral stuff with Marvel Studios is really affecting the material. But I like the dialogue. I like the snappiness of the scene. These are two incredible actors doing some very good comedic timing and some really fun stuff. So I'm in. There's nothing in it that's, like, turning me off. It's just that question of, like, is this still going to play? Now, as far as the time slipping is concerned, I do think a lot of it's going to mostly take place in the first episode, and Loki himself will be jumping back to the actual old TVA. So he's going to be jumping back and forth between the TVA, and I think they're going to do like a House of Horrors type thing where he's, like, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the TVA and the truth behind the TVA. Of course, trying to, like, uncover that it's actually Kang and warn everybody that it's Kang. And we'll see how all of that plays, right? Like, I don't know. We'll see. He's looking at lists there. This is so interesting here, right? So what is this? It almost looks like the Sacred Timeline, right? So we have Loki reading the TVA thing. I think this is from season 1. So this is him seeing himself from season 1. Pretty interesting. And then he's ripped back out. Out of curiosity, was there a moment in Loki season 1 where Loki heard something and, like, looked over and then it was gone? Because that would be kind of a nice little, like, full circle moment. That would be cool. This right here, see, almost looks like the Sacred Timeline to me, but obviously a lot of branches and it's sort of unraveling, right? Which is kind of interesting. Maybe we should turn the closed captioning on so we can be seeing... Wait, I do have them on. Okay. Why aren't the closed... Okay, there we go. And then this is a scene that was described in, like, one of the very first leaks. And this is the area where the Time Lords were all, like, destroyed, right? So you see, like, the severed head of one of the Time Lords there. And I think they'll, you know, sort of rediscover that, yeah, they are robots or whatnot, right? And so this is Loki using the pruning device, and I believe he's going to see 3 different variants of Kang here. You know, I think you can start to see them there. God damn it. And then you've got Loki and Mobius. They're going to this sort of world fair here, and we believe this is where they're going to discover Victor Timely. And Victor Timely is going to be talking about time travel and preserving time and all these different things. And I think one of the big questions for a lot of fans is, like, is Victor Timely He Who Remains? Is he the first variant of Kang? Like, what's the deal with the Victor Timely character? And I think we'll learn more about that in the show. Pretty cool, though. Cool use of magic and whatnot. Weirdness with the pie. I mean, like, right now the pie doesn't make any sense. Is it just like a meme? Is it like the jet ski sort of thing? Is this literally just a meme-y fun kind of thing there? I don't know. We'll see. I think we'd all really love it if this show was, like, fucking awesome, and, you know, we could at least look at Loki and be like, dude, Loki's not only great, but, like, we got 2 great seasons of it. What's her name again? So this was the agent that was shown her actual past life by Sylvie. I think it's 42 is her number, or whatever her name was. B15. Okay, B15. Yeah, B52. Yeah, for some reason 52 or 42 is in my mind as well. BBL. Oh, okay, yeah, totally BBL. So this is BBL, and she's potentially living some kind of life outside of being a TVA agent somewhere, maybe hiding in the timeline or whatnot. Kind of interesting. This is Sylvie working at McDonald's and likely just hiding in the timeline. And I think that, you know, you see here, and I'm not gonna give away the big crazy ending of Loki. I'm gonna put it in the video. I'll put it in the video. But I think it's pretty obvious by the trailer that this Sylvie that we're gonna meet is having an existential crisis. That this Sylvie is probably unable to fulfill her duties as he who remains or she who remains at this point, right? So that's kind of interesting. It's like Loki, I think, is going to be trying to help her accept or like step up to the plate, so to speak, and try to then stop, you know, Kang and try to maybe take over everything, right? So we'll see how that goes. This Sylvie in action here. Crazy TVA stuff in the palace. I love this little thing here with the crack here, and of course, he's really cool. Now, this is maybe him going outside of the TVA. Look, you can actually see here the sacred timeline and how it's a rope and how there are all these threads, right, that sort of tie in together through the rope and make the actual timeline. And I assume this is going to have something to do with them fixing Loki, actually, you know? But again, the real hope is that we get somewhat of an explanation for, like, what this all means, how the multiverse is actually tying together, you know? Things falling apart. Again, Sylvie's like, we're playing God, and she's like, I really just think, yeah, she's just not able to deal with the responsibility and what's actually going on there. And how do you choose who lives and who dies? And that shows, I think, some of the past lives of some of the TVA members. Because remember, they're all variants. They're literally all variants that got forgotten. They've forgotten their own past, and now they all just work at the TVA. Right? That's who they are. Including her. And Victor Timely. By the way, anybody else find the fact that Major's line in the trailer is "make the hard choice" a little bit eerie? Where you're just like, oh fuck, what's that mean? Make the hard choice. Well, anybody that doesn't see that and doesn't understand it, fuck you! How about that? How about them apples? You don't think it's clever? You don't think it's cool? You don't think I pointed something incredible out? Well, fuck you then! God damn! So, like we all agree, it's pretty crazy and ominous that he says that. Let's keep going. I like this shit a lot, dude. Like, this quick effect here. Oh, man. I think they show more of it later on, too. I want to, like, spot... God damn it. No! Yeah, interesting. Is this the beginning of that same sort of device we just saw, right? Where Owen Wilson goes out there and he's like trying to fix it. It almost feels like they're funneling or something. That's kind of crazy. The start of like a timeline or whatnot. That's pretty cool. Now, this is kind of weird. We've got Miss Minutes becoming like a ghost and chasing all of these people away. This also appears to happen during the World Fair, right? Because you can see all of the flags up here. Pretty interesting stuff. I would assume Miss Minutes is still on the side. Oh, well, you know what? That's actually a really interesting point. I wonder if Miss Minutes is with the TVA at all at this point. Because she kind of like dips out and gets Ravonna to go dip out. And then in the post-credit scene of Loki Season 1, I don't think we see Miss Minutes at all. So I wonder if Miss Minutes is actually working with them or against them in that scene. Maybe working for Ravonna, still like making sure that Kang is okay. That would be really interesting. That's a shot of these murals that you're going to see in that like room where I assume this is where like when Loki breaks through and gets into a secret part of the TVA. Showing the multiversal war, all the Kangs fighting. This is kind of interesting here too. It shows in the right corner here, it looks like the Time Lords are like pruning branches here. That's what's shown here. It's like the pruning of the branches, which is kind of interesting. This looks like it would have to be later on in the series, unless this is like the thing that Owen Wilson got when he went out there to like try to fix it, but I don't understand why she's there. Thank you for your service. That's super weird. And like, look at all the, like, what is this? Like, what is going on here? That is quite strange. And why is this car being thrown into the building here? Pretty interesting, huh? What's that car say? Dude, this is like a frame-by-frame kind of trailer. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, like, what's that say? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Not 100% sure what that means. That looks to be Ravonna. By the way, I actually think, and I'm not 100% right, but I actually think that when we go to the World Fair and we visit Victor Timely, that'll be essentially the OG Kang. Like, I think that is Kang Prime, so to speak, from comics. And I think that Ravonna is the love interest of Kang, and that maybe is already in play back then, like in 616, which is kind of interesting. And then obviously, like, the TVA looks like it's being shut down. A ton of portals opening up here where there seem to already be TVA agents. And then some kind of fight ensues. So it's like a little bit of TVA on TVA violence. And a pretty cool play into the door and the graphics. Dude, I'll tell you this. The graphics design department when it comes to Loki is on point for sure. And then there's so much here in these last couple shots. Like, is that Mobius? I think that's Mobius, dude. Maybe we'll get the backstory of Mobius. Interesting. Yeah, so I'd say a really good trailer, really intriguing. And hopefully the show is as good as we all want it to be. Man, I think it's really going to hurt if the show is not absolutely solid. And if it meanders, if it feels like, especially because of how the show's going to essentially end. I'm a bit worried that it just, not through any fault of the show itself. Like, if this show had come out maybe the year after Loki season 1, I feel like it would have blown us all away. I'm kind of a little bit nervous that, like, it's a little too late for what the show actually plans to do. But it looks fire, dude. I mean, it looks, to me, so much better, so much more exciting than Secret Invasion. I think Secret Invasion is like, Marvel might be shocked, just like Lucasfilm was shocked about Andor. Marvel might literally be shocked that fans have not embraced Secret Invasion. And to me, it just really shows that, like, you dance with who brought you. You know what I mean? Is an old expression. And at the end of the day, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is superhero content that was, like, epic. And so it's hard when that's the fan base and you want to turn around and serve a different flavor. You'll find, I think, that a lot of people not really down with trying out a new flavor, you know? People just want their dope-ass superhero stuff. And I feel like if Secret Invasion had been a little bit more of a traditional adaptation, it probably would have performed better, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a solid trailer. What do you guys think? Any crazy things in there that I missed? Anything I missed? It was all right. Secret Midvasion. That's good. Watch heavy spoilers. We missed your cameo. Wait, what are you talking about? Them advertising majors means he's staying as Kang. I'm not sure. I've you know what? I'll tell you this. So I had heard some rumblings that maybe the decision on majors had already been made and that they were already like replacing him at the end of Loki. And the only reason I bring that up now is because I was recently told that's actually not true. And in fact, another interesting aspect to Loki season 2 is that I think Marvel's going to be watching to see how this show does in order to decide what to even do about majors. Meaning, if Loki season 2 is not a very successful show, Marvel might consider that part of that has to do with majors. Now, I think they did already cut some major stuff. They're obviously not going to cut it all, and yeah, he's in the trailer, right? But I do believe they've cut down on what majors was going to do, and you can probably have Kang be really present throughout the whole thing without majors necessarily being present throughout the whole thing, if you feel me on that. So yeah, it would be great. It would be really nice if this shit was fire, man. You know? Like, I feel like a lot of us would probably breathe a sigh of relief and be like, oh man, thank God. That would be nice. Because where we're at right now is well, it's a tricky spot to be in. A theory short on Loki. A theory short. How do I open this up here? Okay, let's see what Kendall has to say here. Let's see what the man has to say. Hang on now.
The TVA, but then the Council of Kings
what the hell?
took over after exiling.
What the hell?
And began building their.
Hang on.
Quantumania
Hang on.
might have answered this question.
Hang on.
In Loki season finale.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I've been here before.
Does he want us to just let them?
All right, everybody relax.
Quantumania might have answered this question from Loki season finale.
That's what, 63 new branches in this unit alone?
Does he want us to just let them all branch?
Well, like He Who Remains, Kang the Conqueror wanted to stop the Council of Kings from destroying the multiverse. So he created his version of the TVA. But then the Council of Kings took over after exiling him and began building their plans for the multiverse. So that not only explains the TVA's new orders, but also why that statue of Kang is missing the scars on his face.
Wait.
From Loki season.
Wait, hang on.
Quantumania might have answered this question from Loki season finale.
That's what, 63 new branches in this unit?
Hang on.
Does he
What?
want us to just let them all branch?
Well, like He Who Remains, Kang the Conqueror wanted to stop the Council of Kings from destroying the multiverse.
Okay, I'm with you there.
So he created his version of the TVA. But
Okay.
then the Council of Kings took over after exiling him and began building their plans for the multiverse. So
I don't agree with that.
that not only explains the TVA's new orders, but also why that statue of Kang is missing the scars on his face.
Okay. So you're saying that because this statue is missing scars, it can't be Kang the Conqueror, and it's not He Who Remains. That's what you're saying? Hang on. I think it's just inconsistent writing. What's up, Rob? Yeah, so I don't think so, and I also don't think that it's Kang the Conqueror before he got exiled. This is Kang the Conqueror before he got exiled. Maybe I could see that. I think at the end of the day, like, you know what I really want is like an actual fucking explanation. You know, like, because I think some of the theories and stuff are fun, and like you and I have gone back and forth, Kendall, on this stuff before. I remember the last time we streamed about it, but at the end of the day, there's more coming from leaks and rumors than there is from the actual content. And it's like hard to I mean, for me, it's like hard to know for sure. I guess that's like one of my biggest things is like, I really hope this show like actually explains it. And I'm also trying to dance around what the ending of Loki season 2 is, because the ending could explain all of this. And I almost just said something that kind of gave it away too. But like, I think if the ending is the way that the leaks are, and I'm thinking it is, this could all be a fugazi. Like, essentially, like, it's hard to know if anything in the new TVA matters whatsoever. And that's like, I'll put that in a video. Yeah. We'll see. What is the point of Loki season 2? Do you want to know what I think the point of Loki season 2 is? And this is speculation. This is theory. But what I think the point of Loki season 2 is to set Loki up as something like Avengers Prime or the new He Who Remains. That's what I think. I think after this season, Loki, and more importantly, the next time that Loki pops up, will be incredibly significant for the Secret Wars thing. That's what I think. I think this whole thing has been a slow play to establish Loki as the most important Avenger for defeating Kang. And I mean, it already is kind of happening. If you think about it, Loki is already the one being, well, one of the beings in the universe that knows what the fuck is happening with the sacred timeline, knows about Kang, knows how dangerous it all is, and is trying to warn people. So he's kind of already that guy, but I think at the end of this season, he'll be positioned with even more knowledge of what's happening, and also he'll understand what his place in all of this is. So that's what I think the season. I mean, if that happens, that would be awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I would be very excited for that. I think that would be great. I think part of the reason for me too that like this is all so frustrating, and like I'm really hoping that this all just kind of gets cleared up, is that it feels like there's only a few projects here and there that are actually telling the story of the multiverse saga, and everything else is just goobly glob nonsense that's like getting in the way. And it's like, I'm just, I guess for me personally, I'm just at a place where, like, to be honest with you, I'm so shook as a Marvel fan. If I'm being honest, like, I am so shook right now. And I'm really hoping that Loki like brings us back and has me feeling great. But then I feel like I have to take 2 scoops of medicine in the Marvels and Echo. You know what I mean? And if Loki's also kind of like a stinker bait and switch show, then it's like, goddamn. Like, that's a rough 2024. That is not a great way to start Phase 5. Yeah. So, okay, that's Loki. Like I said, I will do a video, guys. I will do a video that's talking all about the leaks, everything that I've heard, and I'll try to explain what I think's actually going on with the show. We'll keep most of that out of the streams for the sake of people that don't want spoiled. Totally cool, no worries. Yeah, it's cool. So what else is going on? What else should we talk about? Should we talk briefly about Barbie absolutely dominating? What if those war drawings on the wall is them sending Kang to the quantum realm? Could be. Could be. What happens if Echo is actually a banger? What happens if Echo is actually a banger? What happens if Echo is actually a banger? That's such a good question, bro. What happens if Echo's actually a banger? Okay, if Echo's a banger, I'll still complain. Anybody? Anybody know why? If Echo is a banger, I'll still fucking complain. Whammon? No, it's not because of whammon. Because I'll be like, what the fuck happened with Secret Invasion and all these other mid-ass shows? And why the fuck did you make this one 5 episodes and stream it all at once? And you guys hear the latest on Agatha Coven of Chaos? Like, I honestly would love to know, like, what you guys actually think about this. Because, like, I'm losing my fucking mind over here. Okay? I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm trying to keep it together, but I'm losing my fucking mind. So, literally, the cool buzz that everybody's talking about when it comes to Agatha, Coven of Chaos, is that Catherine Hahn's Agatha is bisexual. Not only that, she has a relationship or had a relationship with Audrey Plaza's witch, who's also bi and or a lesbian. Like, can I just like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I feel like I've got to give the classic Jerry Seinfeld, there's not that there's anything wrong with that, but also, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, I just don't care in any way, shape, or form. And also, you're talking about characters in a show that I already don't give a shit about, and you're just piling on don't give a shit stuff onto it. Like, how about some actual shit that's cool in Agatha Coven of Chaos? That would be pretty hype. What if it had, like, I don't know, Mephisto? Maybe the return of the Scarlet Witch. Maybe the Demiurge. Maybe some kind of breaking open of the multiverse explanation for what's going on with Wanda. Like, that's that hype shit. Not the fact that Audrey Plaza and Catherine Hahn might giggle at each other. Holy shit. I just don't care. And it's not a draw. It's especially not a draw on a show that already doesn't have a draw. I don't know why that show exists. Like, ugh. So, Marvel. Like, and what am I supposed to do? Because, by the way, Catherine Hahn's awesome. Audrey Plaza's phenomenal. But, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to, like, oh, dude, can't wait. Oh, it's great. I hope they smooch. God damn. Does not set up Children's Crusade? I mean, I would hope it sets up some of Children's Crusade, but as I've said like a million times, like, how is Children's Crusade without Doctor Doom, Magneto, the actual Avengers, the actual Young Avengers? Like, how is Children's Crusade a thing at all? Like, it's not, you know? And the current plan, like, with what they have going on with Wanda and the Witch's Road stuff, I mean, that could end up being cool, but, like, why not just do that? Like, how it, like, it's the same thing with Echo. Like, nobody gives a shit about Echo. It shouldn't exist as a show. It should just be Daredevil, and you should put a shit ton of awesome characters into Daredevil because that's part of the joy and the fun, and that's comics and crossovers, and it's good times. It's the same thing with Agatha Coven of Chaos. I don't give a shit about Agatha Coven of Chaos. I care about Wanda. I care about what's going on with Vision. I care about, like, the multiverse and the greater fabric of all of it. But I do not want to watch a show where we're watching the son of Wanda being raised by a bunch of lesbian witches. I just don't give a shit. I just don't care. And that's a tough fucking sell, bro. Because, like, again, like, it's just so much that's going on right now that is, like, goobly glob nonsense, bro. Like, just make the dope shit. Look at how excited people are about Deadpool 3. Like, look at where, like, all the hype, all the intrigue, all the excitement focused around Deadpool 3. It should be the most obvious thing to, like, just do more of that. Like, just do more of that, man. And less of, like, whatever the fuck all this shit is. And wow, Loki, you better deliver. That's all I'm saying. Bro, I'm sort of down for the lesbian witches. Bro, lesbian witches sound dope as hell, but you know what doesn't? Fucking Disney lesbian witches. It's like they're not gonna do shit. What do you think you're gonna see on Disney Plus? What do you think you're gonna see on Disney Plus? Nothing. A little giggling. Sounds dope. Oh, you love the giggles? Some of y'all are in for the giggles? Golly. Now, if it was like lesbian witches on The Boys, now we're talking. Giggle for me. $20. We'll do that like NPC thing. We'll make the emoji there. Yeah. Then I'd be down. Because I'm a man of culture. And I'd want to see how absolutely depraved and unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. There'll be no scissoring on Disney Plus. Exactly. Now we get it. Now we're on the same page. I'm glad we're on the same page. Okay. What else is going on in the world? What else is happening? Oh, you know what is happening that's actually like really cool? This week, and I think it's on Thursday, probably the greatest RPG of our generation is dropping, Baldur's Gate 3. How many of you are excited for Baldur's Gate 3? By the way, there's actual scissoring in Baldur's Gate 3. Believe that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Now, where's the hype? And I'm not actually kidding at all. That game has incredibly graphic sex scenes. Not that that's the only draw, but yeah. You ain't heard of Baldur's Gate since 1998? Wake up, dude! Oh my god! Link, bro, my buddy sent me a video and he was like geeking out the whole time. My buddy sent me a video of like him doing the nasty with this like crazy demon chick. And it was just in early access. It's one of the most wild things I've ever seen, bro. I was like, oh my god, they went for it. No, I'm not kidding at all. I'm literally not kidding. And again, that's not the draw. The draw is like, it's going to be a fucking amazing RPG, but like, at least they go for it. Baldur's Gate sounds cool, but are you on board for Starfield? Hell yeah, dude. I'm on board for Starfield. I hope it's not a big glitchy mess when it first drops, but yeah, I'm into that. That'll be cool. That is why this game will sell, Josh. Don't lie to yourself or us. I mean, no, I genuinely think the game's going to sell because of the studio behind it and because they took... I mean, some of you guys aren't like super plugged into like the gaming scene, but there are literally developers out there already upset at Baldur's Gate 3 because they feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is going to change the expectation from fans on how good games should be. Because Larian's taken many years to build this game, and it's like not only complete, but it's epic as shit and just so full of dopeness. A lot of programmers and developers are like, well, that sucks for us because now people are going to expect that every game can be this good, and that's just not possible. And yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. And I've been playing Remnant, and Remnant 2 is fantastic. That is a very good game. But as soon as Baldur's Gate is here, it's like dropping it in the I'm done playing with you kind of bin. Adam Driver turned down Reed. Thoughts? Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit. So the rumor is he couldn't connect with the character on the page. But, I mean, here's my problem with that. Like, that's not true. And let me explain to you why this is not true. Either that's not true, or a lot of the reports we heard before that are not true and bullshit. And the thing that's really ironic is, I believe, unless I'm mistaken, this is coming from Jeff Snyder, right? Jeff Snyder said, Adam Driver said he couldn't connect with the character on page, and that's why he turned the role down. Well, is it not the same Jeff Snyder that was talking about how he was first up, probably going to get it, and it was a money thing or something? Like, they're literally... no way. Like, I'm sorry. There's just no fucking way that after all the money talk, after all the negotiation, and him being so close, that so many people in the space were saying, oh, yeah, he's going to be the guy. And all of a sudden he reads the script? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I suppose that's possible, but, like, I feel like Cillian Murphy's response to the Doctor Doom questions is the appropriate response. Like, I need to see the script. So, was Adam Driver down to join before even reading the script? And then he reads the script and he's like, oh, shit. I can't connect with Reed Richards at all. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. It sounds like he's probably just not getting the money he wanted, and Loki wants to talk some shit on his way out. That's what I think. Also, too, I'm secretly hoping that he just did the right thing and became Doctor Doom. I definitely don't think that that's going to happen, but I would absolutely love it. 25 rewrites. So which script? Yeah, there's a lot of rewrites for sure. Talk Lando. What about it? So, let me tell you something about Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm will reach out to content creators and people that run websites to try to get them to take things down or change things, but they won't even reach out to the writer that they've already decided is not on the project anymore, and they just keep it moving. It is an absolute joke of a company with horrible corporate culture that all trickles down from Kathy. And this is the one thing that's like crazy about Kathy is like, I think we get a little too caught up on like the Force is female shit. The more prevalent problem is that she is a horrible leader that has cultivated a backwards culture. That is just a backwards culture over at Lucasfilm. And you can see that. You can see that in the way that the fan discussions have developed. You can see that in the way that people drop off of these projects. It's just pretty obvious. It's a horrible culture over there. So, Lando. I mean, I don't know. Are y'all excited about Lando? Like, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not excited about Lando. And at this point, I feel like even the best version of the Lando show, like the best version in my head, with fucking Billy D. Williams involved, and you got young Lando, you got old Lando, you got like a storytelling framing device that's really cool with Billy D. And oh my God, the two brothers are so good writing together, and it's got Atlanta type feel and all that, everything. It's so fucking, even the best version of Lando, I could do without. I don't care. Like, does anybody else feel me on that? Like, why do you even care about a Lando show? Like, I don't care. Like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Have I just become so jaded that, like, I can't appreciate any good shit anymore? I guess for me, it's like nothing other than a complete new direction, and like Ahsoka's got me excited, man. Ahsoka has me excited, and I think part of the reason I'm excited about Ahsoka is not only because it's Dave, and it feels like it clings to the past in a lot of ways, because like Dave's that guy who studied at the feet of George Lucas, but because from what I know of the Ahsoka show, it's pushing the shit forward. I don't want more Lando, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and all that sort of stuff. Like, I don't. Like, Star Wars needs to prove to me that it can actually function as a franchise beyond member berries and clinging to cameos. And I know that seems fucked up because I've cheered a lot of these cameos and I like a lot of these cameos, but it doesn't have the soul anymore. It doesn't have a heart. You need to prove to me that this is more than a corporation trying to commoditize an IP that they don't understand to a fan base that has rapidly changing expectations and taste. Take me out of the fucking Matrix. Show me it's not just the same. God damn. I feel like maybe I'm a little bitter. Perhaps it's too late for me. How many weeks away until Ahsoka? Yeah, no, they should have done Lando before Force Awakens. 100% agree with that. But it's like, I can't act like the last 6 years didn't happen. You know what I mean? 3 or 4 weeks. Man, I want Ahsoka to be good so fucking bad. Doing watch parties for it, by the way. Haven't done a watch party in a long time. I'm going to do watch party for the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka. I'm staying up if I have to stay up. I think it's so stupid and Disney should just change that, but I will stay up for it. And I'm so excited for it, but I've like my whole Star Wars fandom rests upon this fucking show, bro. This is so make or break, and I want to love it. And I want it, I don't want to just love it. I want it to be so good, bro. Like, I want it to be so good that we can sit back and be like, nah, like, this is incredible. This is what Star Wars should be. And, like, then we have a direction. We've got a North Star. And after Mando Season 3, it's like, Ahsoka has to be that show because Mando clearly is just not that show anymore. Whatever's going on there via John, via Pedro, via Kathy, I don't know what's happened. But that last season was goobly glob nonsense. I need Ahsoka to show me that we have competency at Lucasfilm, that they're going to do the right thing by giving Dave the flexibility and the budget to create incredible content, and then we have the direction for how Star Wars gets out of the current weird state that it is in. And that's a lot of fucking expectations, by the way, to put on a man's first live-action show that he's doing. Whew. But I don't make the rules. I just report the news. And that's where we're at. All right, let's get into some Q&A. We'll get into the questions and answers. Of course, questions. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. Brain not good. Work bad today. Brain bad, work today. Good, bad, not. Parker Gonzo upgrading that membership, or I guess just going to the downgrading, but that's good. Hey, do you have to downgrade the membership or does it do it yourself? I think you have to downgrade it, but apparently I can actually kill it. So I'm going to try to kill it. John Cross says, let's talk UFO congressional hearing. Well, there's not too much to say, really. I would say the most fascinating aspect of the UFO or UAP stuff right now is the obvious pushback and hiding that a lot of the government is doing, including the Pentagon. And what I can't figure out right now is like, is the Pentagon just shady as fuck and they don't want anybody to look at their books, period, because it's all just shade? Or is that actually a part of the cover-up? Is that actually where this research and money goes and how it's all funneled? I'm not really sure. There's some really interesting things happen too with like Russian commanders and some Russian people coming forward to talk about their experiences with UAPs. I mean, I absolutely think the shit is real, but I don't know that we're any closer to real answers yet. But I think we're on the path. Mo from the Foe says, Hiddleston has been in the MCU a decade plus, and there's a shot in the trailer that makes me see him as an action star for the first time. Very excited. Ooh, I'm curious as to what shot that is. But, I mean, I love Hiddleston, dude. I love Hiddleston. Rosie says, watched Age of Ultron and Civil War, forgot what good Marvel feels like. LOL. I told my friend how awesome they felt in theaters. I miss that feeling. Yo, same. I miss that feeling too, man. I miss having my fucking mind blown every time I went to see a Marvel movie, for sure. Darth Rebo, thanks for gifting a membership. Appreciate that, brother. Chillin says, yo, Papa Josh, I did a video on a dope theory about Battleworld that kind of culty talked about. The TLDR is that the Void will be Battleworld. Nerd Ventures for life. Take my money. Absolutely possible. And there's some evidence in the Deadpool 3 leaks that make that seem even more probable. And, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it, you know? I would not be mad at it. Robert Pearson says, hey, Josh, could you wish my stepson a very happy 12th birthday today? He loves all things nerdy. I'd appreciate it. Well, happy birthday to you. He didn't put his name in there. How much? Happy birthday to you, Jacob, or Chris, or Tom, or Billy. Happy birthday to you, man. 12. What a world. The Exodus says, Culty thinks the Void will be Battleworld. Agree? Yes. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it depends. So I would say high probability of it being Battleworld. But if the entire multiverse that currently exists is destroyed, that place is going to look a lot different. Because remember, like, shit goes there when it's destroyed. So if everything is destroyed and it goes there, I think it's gonna look a little different. Cyber Coastal says, should put Agatha on FX or even Hulu. It'll be whack on Disney Plus. Yeah, I just can't see myself getting excited for that show. Like, it just doesn't seem like it has anything in it that matters to what I care about when it comes to the MCU, or Marvel for that matter. I mean, I really just, like, I like Agatha. Like, she's a fun character. Catherine Hahn is awesome, but man, do I not care enough to, like, watch that show. Like, I gotta tell you, man, I feel like Agatha might be a show I literally don't even watch. And I think, like, you look at the Secret Invasion numbers, there's a lot of people starting to do this, man. Like, I might look at the Agatha Coven of Chaos release as I don't need to have Disney Plus for these months. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you guys think? Like seriously, is that a show you guys are burning to watch? Agatha's going to set up Wanda as Molecule Man? I mean, even if that were the case, Ryan, I don't know why I have to watch the show to experience that. You know what I mean? Like, we kind of already know she is, and I doubt the Agatha show is going to explain it in such detail that, like, I'll be like, damn, that's crazy. That, you know, changes everything. We can't judge something without a trailer. Well, I mean, the trailer could be really cool. If the trailer could change my mind. But, like, here's what I'll say. I don't think you can say you can't judge it, because you can absolutely judge. Like, if I were to tell you I've got a show with Hulk and Spider-Man, and they're going on some crazy buddy cop adventure in a demonic realm. Okay? And then I tell you that there's an Agatha Coven of Chaos show. You could still make a judgment just based on what the premise of the show is as for like how excited you would be to check it out. Like, let me try to think of another example. Okay, here we go. If you've got a Yamcha show and you've got a Master Roshi show, I think it's okay to be like, well, I'd probably rather watch the Master Roshi show than the Yamcha show. And you damn sure would rather watch the Piccolo show than all of them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just don't agree that, like, you literally can't make any judgment whatsoever until you see the trailer. It's like, frankly, for me, it didn't matter what the Barbie trailers look like, even though I think the Barbie trailers are actually pretty good. I was never going to be interested in Barbie. I will watch it eventually, and I was potentially going to get dragged to it by my wife, but I didn't. But, like, to that idea that, like, well, it's about Barbie. I don't really give a shit about Barbie, but I can't judge it. I can't judge it until I see the trailer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then there's also this idea of, like, the smell test, right? And, like, to me, even the concept of an Agatha Coven of Chaos show, I mean, like, what? That doesn't pass the smell test. Like, who? What? That's what we're doing? The fuck? Now, if Daywalker appeared on Agatha, it would be a different story. But, like, why not just do a Blade show? Or the actual Blade movie, dude? None of these shows pass the smell test. I 100% agree with you. The only one that does is Loki. Did you see Zack Snyder hype up Blue Beetle? Much love. Yeah, I did. And I guess that made like a bunch of noise. Like a bunch of people were butthurt about that or whatever. And it's just like, look, I think it's just a whole bunch of noise for like no reason. Like, who cares? Like, I like Zack Snyder a lot. You know what I mean? But I don't think I'm going to go see Blue Beetle no matter what that motherfucker says. Like, and Blue Beetle is tracking horribly. Like, Blue Beetle looks like the most contrived superhero movie maybe ever made. You know? And, it's going to bomb. Badly. And I don't really care. I don't really care one way or the other. Like, too bad, Blue Beetle. You know, I guess I'll see you in James Gunn's DCU. Jamro says, hey Josh, picked up Apple TV a month ago. Severance, Silo, and now Hijack. Damn good TV. Yeah, I've heard they've got some good stuff over there. I've actually heard positive things about all that. Will Parker says, Loki Season 2 looks good, but it's hard to get hyped after how bad the last few shows have been. NFL, and thanks. Oh, No Revenge for Life, and thanks for all the hard work you put in. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Nuck and Futt says, 25 months, take my motherfucking money. I'm writing a Star Wars fan fiction. When it's done, I have no clue what to do with it. Any idea where I can post it? Nerd Revenge for Life. Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, Instagrams. Bunch of places, man. Bunch of places. All right, guys. I'm going to hang out for a little bit longer. What else is up? We're in the chat? Yeah, we're chatting. We're chatting. Thoughts on Twitter change to X? I think it is super stupid. I think it's dumb as hell. But also, I'm monetized on X, so now I'm a shill for X. So, I sold out. Excited for the NFL season? Not particularly. I mean, like, I'm kind of like a casual football fan. I used to be like really into football, and I do like, you know, still rooting for the Steelers and everything like that. But nah, not as much. I'm not super onto it. Are you excited? Wait, what? Did I ever play Cyberpunk 2077? Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Blue Beetle is a cool character, but they should have kept this to max. They set it up for fail in theaters. Yeah, I mean, Blue Beetle's a cool character for sure. I mean, there's probably like a million reasons as to why Blue Beetle is not gonna actually thrive and do really well. I think that a character like that could work if the established universe that the character is coming into is like really good and people like it. But doing an obscure DC character that just it is a smaller movie, like it's supposed to be a smaller movie. This isn't Justice League. At a time when DC is literally like crumbling, falling apart, and being rebooted, like I feel like that's more of the issue, you know? Not interested in Wonder Man either, but damn, I hope Nova gets some tender love and care. I mean, Nova's cool for sure, man. I think Nova would be a much better character to do these shows about for sure. Did the UK drop the copyright on the channel? They did. And that whole situation was so weird too. From what I understand, some people got taken advantage of by that company, which is unfortunate. But I think we're good. Boys prequel Gen V. I'll give it a shot. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. When's the Warhammer video drop? As soon as we're finished here. Dun, dun, dun. Chippewa says MCU should focus on making series that can have more seasons rather than one in the done series. Make it 10 episodes. Make it connect with current events. Yeah, I think it's just too hard for them, especially given where they're at, to actually do that. And the shows, most of the time, get all the cool stuff pulled out of them, and they're left a little bit bare bones as far as connective tissue is concerned, because they can't figure it out, like how to actually get them all tied up. I'm getting the Ghost HasLab. Did you see it? No, I did not see that. Does it look pretty cool? Reed Richards was in the trailer. What? In the cube? Is there a Warhammer spot on the Discord? I think there is, yeah. Which Warhammer Explained channel is it? I've seen like 2 or 3. What? No way. Type in at Warhammer Explained, and it'll take you right there. Hey, 469 subscribers. Let's go. If you add it, you should find it. Sent you the Reed Richards photo on Twitter. All right, I'll check it out. That is not John Krasinski, dude. That is the same guy for all the other shots in the trailer. It's not him. I don't remember who that character is from the leaks. I think it has to do with Sylvie. Not 100% sure. I think the... by the way, somebody asked me in chat about the UFC. That shit was dope, bro. That shit was dope. Prediction for Costa versus Chimaev. I mean, Chimaev will probably win, but like, Paulo Costa is so fucking funny, dude. With his secret juice. I hope Paulo beats him, but I don't know. I think Hamzat is a pretty tough customer. Waiting on my Funko as well. All the Funkos and everything should be shipped out. You guys should be getting that shit ASAP. Did I watch the Adam Eve special? I absolutely did. I thought it was fire. I loved that special. Both Warhammer and Explained need to be capitalized. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Nerd Theory? Yeah, Nerd Theory should be on. Should be on. Should be good to go. Am I watching any anime right now? Yeah, I mean, I'm watching Bleach. I think the new Bleach episode is up. 1,000 Year Blood War has been fire. Like that shit a lot. Other than that, though, not really watching a lot of anime. I want to give Jujutsu Kaisen another shot. I was just like not that interested. In the first episode, like, didn't really grab me like that. You know what I mean? Darian says, can we get a Nerd Coonch Explained one-time stream and just let Kendall and Rob nerd out? I mean, I'd be down. It's just not really my business to set something like that up. You know what I mean? Hey, Josh. Invasion was so good, but sadly, due to how bad that final is, I tapped out at episode 5 after seeing people's reactions and screen grabs, etc. Yeah, I can't really blame you. I mean, I think... personally, I think people went way too hard on that finale. But, like, it's not good. Like, I can't argue that it's good. It's not. And the whole show's not good. But as far as, like, I feel like just a lot of cows came home, so to speak, with that show and with that finale. People were pretty upset about it, for sure. Why didn't Scrody use his suit? Oh, I know. I just... Yeah. 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 All right, let me see about this Warhammer video. Is it ready? Can I upload it? No restrictions. All right, let's do it. Let's release the video. Boom. There it is. That should be it right there. I'm also going to tweet about the video right now. And if you guys wouldn't mind giving that tweet some love, that would be great. A lot of the times when you post a YouTube link on Twitter, it gets like killed in the algorithm. So if you could boost that, that would be sick. How do I word this? I fell in love with Warhammer. Here's my first video on my new Warhammer channel. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Chomp, 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 chomp. Boom. All right, I just tweeted about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yo, Josh, can't wait for Nerd Theory tonight. What the fuck? Why is that happening? Can't wait for Nerd Theory tonight. I want to start building a collection of comic compendiums. Which do you recommend first? Nerd Adventures for Life. A comic compendium. I don't have too many compendiums, to be honest. I think I have the Invincible ones. But other than that, I mean, honestly, I'm not the best guy to talk to for that. I do a lot of trade paperbacks, but not compendiums. I will tell you, there's a couple of YouTube channels that are really good with that kind of stuff, and I would probably look into that. Like, I like Gem Mint a lot. He does a lot of reviews of compendiums and also a bunch of statues and figures and whatnot, so it's good stuff. Mm-hmm. Is everybody able to click the video and watch it? Will you link Warhammer video to your other channels? In what sense will I link it? What do you mean? I enjoyed reading Jeff Johns' Green Lantern run. So good. DC Knights of Terror has been pretty good so far. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty behind on my comics. I need to like set aside some time and actually catch up. You know what I mean? I have a compendium. My doctor says I need special ointment for it. What the fuck? It's not showing up? What you mean? Should be good to go, bro. Oh, wait, shit. Maybe that's it. Maybe there was an issue. Try it again. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. I mean, my thing with this video is like, I don't expect this video to crush and blow up, but we have 2 more videos pretty close to being done. I'll probably drop the second one sometime this week, and then the third one sometimes next week. And the whole idea is like, I really want to build a catalog of really good videos on that channel. And Fernie and I both spent a lot of time on the first video and the second video. We're going to spend a lot of time on all the videos. But yeah, I think for a lot of people that don't know like why I love Warhammer more than Star Wars and Marvel right now, it's a good video to like explain that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Will they give Sentry good justice or just take him out of the event because he's too damn strong? I mean, I would hope they would give him justice. I mean, it's just weird, dude, because we've got now Gaia's like the most powerful being in the Marvel universe. Like, she didn't earn that shit. Like, ugh. Not sure I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I want Sentry. I want the real Sentry. Like that meme. I said the real Sentry, you know? Can you add your Warhammer channel to your channel select section in either both of the Den of Nerds channels? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could probably do that, yeah. I could do that. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta do my breakdown of the freaking Loki trailer, talking about the leaks and whatnot. Oh my god. That YouTube search is not bringing up the channel nicely. So if you just put @ the actual @ symbol, Warhammer Explained, it should pop up for you. Are you telling me, Mav, that you put the @ symbol on there, Warhammer Explained, and it didn't pop up? When's that video dropping? Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow. What? You did put the @ in there? I thought the @ thing would fix it. In caps. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. All right, everybody, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11. Nerd Vengers video tomorrow. Wednesday stream. Loki looks cool. And hopefully it's the good that we need right now. Because we need it. Yeah, no space. What's happening right now? Their definite thing with Prime members versus Nerd Vengers. I'm not trying to lose my badge. You shouldn't lose your badge. According to everybody else, you should not lose your badge. We'll see. Watch Rise of the Beast? All right, brother. All right. All right, everybody. Much love to you all. I'll see you all soon, okay? As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Ah, yes. Another week. Another Monday. I gotta say, Loki looks good. Thank God. Perhaps. Maybe. We can have a small reprieve from the darkness. That would be nice. Either way, I'll see you soon. Open up your third eye. And watch out your stinky butt!